Welcome, football fans, to the birthplace of America, the city of brotherly love. The place where you'll find the best cheesesteak made in this country and some of the best football played inside of Lincoln Financial Field. Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between the Baltimore Ravens and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Jake Elliott is out and ready to kick this one away. And we're underway from Philadelphia. Rasheen Ali on the return. And he gave it his best to get to the 25, just a step or two short of it. He's out along the 24-yard line. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss. First play of the game. That's a nice, quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
This is Henry on second. And his fight good enough to gain about 4. It's 3rd down.
You know, Kay, one of the reasons it's so hard to run the ball in the NFL is to move grown men off their spot against their will. You get a run play like that, you've done your job. You've moved them against their will, and you've set yourself up for some later success.
Jackson now on 3rd. It's complete. Play made by Bateman. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to be a Baltimore first. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
On 1st and 10, it's Henry. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play-action pass to come.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On 2nd down, here's Henry again. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. Third and long for him here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here. 4th down, here's Jackson. He's going to push one deep down the left. This is caught inside the 15. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens finish up an excellent opening series. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure of what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Tank Bigsby here with the return.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Right to the air. It's Hurts. Finds the in route complete. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Bails out of the pocket quick. On the run, deep down the left side. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. Went for that big shot. They wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Yeah, this group likes to be aggressive. An early incompletion's not going to deter them. Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one brick, and they won't stop pushing this ball down the field either.
63. Alpha.
2nd down. Hurts throwing again. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. He dodged the tackle. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper, shredding the slopes, or dude shredding a defense just like that.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Hurts on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. He's running with it. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a 1st down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Rose comes, and he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Here we go.
Line up the design keeper. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Vacates quickly left side. He's going to run for it. It's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Barkley runs it in for the Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles finish off their opening drive. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series, and then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. Well, he danced away from one tackle, but unable to dance away from the rest of the defense. No gain on that play.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
And the second down run produces 7 before they bring him down.
Yeah, I know you can read your partner right now, Kate. You know I'm smiling, because that was a callback to the early days of football when fullbacks, not running backs, they were the one that led the ground game. He didn't stop at a yard or two, He ripped off a nice chunk for them right there.
To the line, here's 3rd and 3. Playing favorites with the fullback here. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Well, Kate, that's a quick hitter to the big guy, and that's what you normally expect to see out of it. Not a huge gain, just picking up a little bit before they stall him out.
Now, not a traditional spot we see teams going for it, but they only need a few inches. 4th down, it's Jackson. Absolutely fires this one right side. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And he'll get him a handful on that run as we've reached the end of the 1st. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. We'll return to the link right after this. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. They have it on 2nd and short. On the draw, it's Barkley. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Here's a design run. And he's encouraged out of bounds after that 9-yard gain. So that's going to make it 2nd and 1.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
Tiger Swamp! Yeti!
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Design quarterback run here. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. Give him a couple on the run, and it's now 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2.
Guessing everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but he didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot, and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
Here's another for him. And he's not going to make it. Made a little progress, but they stall him at the 2. Just a couple on that play. It's going to be 3rd and goal.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
Great. No.
Barkley. He's keeping it, trying to get it forward. And he's in for the touchdown. The Eagles take a 2nd quarter lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown.
Eagles.
I just love seeing the approach of this entire offense, not settling for anything. Yeah, this running back, he's finding the end zone through the running lanes. But let's give a tip of the cap to the big boys up front because they are setting the tone. 2 drives, 2 rushing touchdowns.
That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. Really create some indecision now defensively.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Another run for Henry. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. They gain 11 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run, but I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
2 yards on
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Running once more with Henry. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
The Eagles go dime for this 3rd down call. Throw here, 3rd down. This is completed downfield to Likely. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens can tie it up in a 2nd after cutting into the lead.
That is just tremendous play calling. You know, there's some coordinators out there, Kate, that are just Rolodex. Right? They flip through their call sheet. They just call whatever's on it. Then there's other coordinators that can stack their plays together. And when you run it, you run that same action of the play action right off of it, and you can make that defense pay. That was a thing of beauty.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens tie things up at 14.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Bigsby with the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. 6 yards on the play, and enough for a first. Well, it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More football from the link coming up in just a moment. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Drawing up the design keeper. And there's the stop. He's got 9 yards on 1st down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run in crossing that 1st down marker.
1st down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. And this is going backwards. The defense all over that draw, and they're going to lose yards. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Finds his back. Here's Barkley. And he's going to be across midfield close to the 45 before going out. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Toss play to Barkley. On the move, past the 40. Here he goes again. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles get some late points and the lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. He's into the end zone and already at 3 rushing scores before halftime, Brock. So they either got to find a way to keep him out, or he's going to run his way into the record books if they're not careful. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7.
Ravens 14. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Ali to return it. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Toss now to Henry. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
1st and 10 from the 43. Dive play straight ahead. They'll cobble together a yard there. Tackled on that play by an All-Pro last year, Jalen Carter.
Sometimes it's not about flash and sizzle, Kate. Sometimes it's about old school football. Give your fullback the ball, and he's going to go get you a couple yards.
It's Henry on the counter. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. It's a gain of 6, and they only need half of that now on 3rd and 3.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
Turning to Henry on 3rd. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
first down, Ravens.
BC, right?
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Lamar off the play fake. He's throwing deep to the left side. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. All right, whistles. They've got a timeout. 7 seconds to go in this half.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. A tight end in motion now. Play action now with Jackson. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. Cooper the Gene in to pick it up.
Jackson's pass.
Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50.
Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Ravens are stopped on that return. So that interception is going to be the final play of this opening half. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Bigsby with the return. And this gets out to the 30 before he stopped.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Third quarter is going to start with a run by Barkley. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master, seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and at what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone can finally get to him.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just 1 play. First down, a run with Barkley. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Barkley again here on 2nd. On the move, past the 40. By a man, he's in the clear. And he will score. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles grow the lead coming out of halftime. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. Now the Ravens are going to use the... to their timeouts, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles double their lead to 14.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Oh, love this. He gets another one. Keep feeding that fullback, baby. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. That's Nolan Smith there for the stop.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. They give right side to Henry. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Cody Dean in on the tackle.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. That's that running back to come up with more than he's used to on 3rd down. He made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly. He sure made that one look routine.
Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
This is Henry on 2nd. And he's going to manage 3 for them on the play. Stop just a little bit shy of the marker.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Henry's going to try to pick it up. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
All set to go now from the 35. Going to the ground again on 1st. And this is going to go for about an 8-yard pickup as he takes him inside the 30-yard line.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Give to Henry on the inside handoff. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Handoff headed right to Henry. He sure was fighting, Brock, but in the end, just too many defenders. They take him down behind the line. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming, so managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and AT for attack, exactly what he just did.
Back to the line they come, 2nd down. Flying down the middle of Henry. All right, they bought him a little room. That run good for 6 on second down.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
DC, right?
Third down here, need 8 on the play. To the air, on third and long. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face fourth down.
Oh, we're ready.
A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. Jackson's going to go on fourth. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
You know, these fourth down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility. Get outside the pocket and find that open man.
On the draw, it's Barkley. And what a hit there. Alex, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. And they just get the play off. Buying some time left. And as that one winds up incomplete, it brings us to the end of the third quarter. Just one quarter remaining in this one. The Eagles have the football, and with that lead, might have a win in just a little while, too. Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Hurts now from the gun. Hits his running back. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
From the gun on third down, Hurts. This one's caught. Smith has it. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. He gets 16 yards on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Hurts yet again. Completed to his running back. And they're going to be set up with first and goal as this goes out of bounds. Brock at the 3-yard line.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
They're going to run with Barkley. And that was an incredible effort just to make it back to the line.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Here's Hurts. Makes the catch. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles have likely locked up the win right there. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
That one right down the middle. And the Eagles stretch their lead to 21.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Motioning one of the tight ends. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Bronk. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
It's only a gain of 1. Back-to-back misfires on the ground, and they're facing 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
They run. Here's Henry. Well, not a chance at all as he is met at the line on this one. That's going to be 4th and very long.
Don't laugh at me, Kate. I almost wish there was an actual white flag on either sideline we could see waving in this spot, because that was an easy mop-up for the defense to force 4th and long.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Andrews has it. Working downfield. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? Gets him a first on 4th down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
And without much room, he's going to go down at the 32-yard line. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
This one left for Lamar. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
3rd down, and they need to get 10. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. They haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Baltimore.
Hold on. Hey, Alpha, what? What?
From the gun, Jackson. Well, it's intercepted. They were going for Hopkins. Picked off by Quinion Mitchell.
Jackson's pass intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two, two becomes three, and on and on.
They're going to pass it here. Rolling out to his left. This is complete. Downfield to Smith. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Toss play to Barkley. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield down inside the 45-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
A lot of times we will see defenses get so overcommitted to defending that inside run, they're vulnerable to the outside toss. And that's when things open up and you can reset those downs.
Across his body, defender's there. It's intercepted. Picked off. That's Teddy Buchanan.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. The drive begins with Henry. Got him a good handful there as it brings up 2nd down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Another run for Henry. Now even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Running once more with Henry. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Desperation time here. And again, they drop the interception. This time it's a good thing, though. Much better field position without it, thanks to the turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Buying some time right. Sends this to the end zone. To the corner of the end zone, but incomplete. Oh, he made the catch, but didn't get down in bounds.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket, keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Hurts. Buys time, rolling right. Tips it off to Barker, complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Play action, Hurts has it. Bails out of the pocket quick. Making the call himself. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, Only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
From the red zone now. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going for it again. And he'll add to their lead on the final play of the game as he's in for the touchdown. The Eagles keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. Jalen Hurts with the touchdown. So it's an Eagles win here in this one. And it's not quite a full game shutout, Brock, but keeping that other side off the board in the second half, that sure went a long way towards securing them this win. Made things a lot easier for everyone else to operate in the closing stages of the game. So for Brock Eward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Philadelphia.